Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Match Day Show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello and good afternoon and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxture, on the show is my mate Albert. Afternoon, Albert.
Oh, afternoon, mate. Afternoon. It is afternoon as well. It's a treat for us.
It's like a late game.
Aye, it's like a night game, isn't it? Whenever the floodlights on.
Sunday. 1 o'clock on a Sunday. How many games is that?
4 out of 5, I think, isn't it?
4 out of 5. Huh? Aye. We always think about the paying customers. Anyway, look, good to hear from you, mate. And before we go any further, I think it's only right you announce the team, mate.
I'll announce the team, mate. The team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Balogun, Barisic, Lundstrom, Diamande, Cantwell, Sterling, Silver and Dessers. Substitutes: McCorry, Ridvan, Lawrence, Dowell, Wright, Roof, Davis, Raskin and McCausland.
Oh, I'll go first then I'll pass over to you. I'm glad to see Jack Butland and go. Over to you, Albert.
You can't say anything about the team, mate, because he's not got any selection headaches, is he, really? The team is the team. There's nobody else to pick, so this is it. We've said the bare bones. We're beyond bare bones now. We're into the marrow.
Well, the only positive I can take for the day is Ridvan's back in the squad for the. Hopefully get some minutes a day and maybe pushing for the last 4 games, mate, yeah?
Sad when it's came to this, isn't it? Sad. But anyway, maybe, mate, maybe. It doesn't matter when he gets back. He's not going to be fit enough. He's not going to be fit enough to influence what's going to be happening in the league, and that's an indictment to the medical staff and the fitness brigade. I'm putting it in their doorstep, mate.
Aye, you've been consistent with that, Drummond. International friendlies, mate. Another thing, yeah? Paid a heavy price.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. It's not the reason we're behind in the league. It's just that we couldn't beat bang average teams. That's why we're behind in the league. It's not getting away for that, including that mob over there. Just bang average teams, I mean, that's all they are. But we couldn't do it, so we're worse than a bang average, basically. We've got injuries all over the place. Everybody's got injuries. I don't think people get as many injuries as we're getting. It's not so much the injuries. Everybody takes injuries. It's the length of these injuries that I'm concerned about. You're going to get bumps and bruises and things, strains and calves and things like that throughout the season. Every club will, every club will get these injuries. But we seem to get more than our fair share of long-term stuff when they're out for weeks and months and months.
And that's also the issue with the bench, mate. If you look at the bench, Roof's no match fit. Wright, well, enough said about Wright. Dowell's hardly kicked the ball. Lawrence hasn't played that much, even though he's been involved lately for him. Davis hardly kicked the ball at all. Raskin, bit part player. You know, the McCausland, since that assault against Motherwell, influenced my whole season as well. You know, there's lack of football on the bench. And then you've got players that are missing who could help us out there. Obviously, Cortez, Danilo and Seamer, mate. These are 3 players that we maybe think that could be difference makers, mate. And they're not there.
Well, they're the big 3, aren't they? They're the big 3 that they would fully fit. They 3 probably walk straight into that team. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. And if you're counting wee Ridvan, he probably walks straight in if he's fully fit as well. Not that we'd ever say that before, but it's a fact of life now. You're looking at it and saying to yourself, what else do you do, mate? It's nothing you can do about it. It seems to be nothing you can do about it.
The puzzle's a puzzle, huh?
Oh, it needs to be solved, mate, for going forward in the future. It just needs to be solved. But I've told you before, I suspect fifth columnists. I'm telling you right now, I don't trust these people. There's something not right there. But anyway, the game's the game. We're on this game.
On the game. Right, give us a team and then we can discuss the game, mate.
The team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Balogun, Barisic, Lundstrom, Diomande, Cantwell, Sterling, Silver and Dessers. Substitutes are McCory, Ridvan, Lawrence, Dowell, Wright, Roof, Davis, Raskin and McCausland.
All right, we'll play this 4-2-3-1 when obviously the back four, and then in front of them Lundstrom and Diomande, and then Sterling on the right, Silver on the left, Cantwell between them, and then Dessers up top, mate. And there has been games where, mate, I don't think it's always worked. He's tried and trusted, but even with better players, I think there's a problem when you're consistent and your teams can nullify you. The teams that might stop you can do it quite well if they know what you're going to do all the time, Albert.
That's exactly right, mate. And that's what's happening. It's happening in front of your eyes. It's not even speculation. It's actually happening in front of your eyes, week after week after week. We give up too many chances to teams. Bang average teams as well. Ross County was a good example. The amount of chances we gave them. And then you look at Dundee. Okay, they never get that many chances, but that's not because we're going to give one of the opportunities to exploit. Just that they're a crap team, they're a bad team. That's all that was. But you can't keep doing this. I don't like our system, mate. I'm done with this system. I just don't like it. I don't like this 4-2-3-1 nonsense. I just don't think it works. Okay, if you've got the right players, it might be a good system, like Man City or something like that. But you're talking about really, 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 really talented players here to get that to work. But for us, we've not got that scale of player. So we've got to my mind, you've got to pick a team that suits pick a formation that suits the team and the quality of player you've got. And I don't think these players have got the quality to play that system. I just think, as you think, too easy to close down, mate. Very, very easy to close down. And then we're struggling, and then if you get Lundstrom marking your centre halves again, that's the game setting match, mate. If he starts that again,
obviously, you know, I speak to Southside and some of the boys on the show, and I told them a couple of months ago, what's the problem with this system, mate? You become like an eye.
Yeah.
You know, you have the back four, and then it goes straight up the middle, and then you have the forwards. And you've no midfield, mate.
Zero.
You know, no, zero. You know, that'll be come on. Seeing if you've got the boots, Albert.
Right, hold on. I'll just
well, you're
stop
there.
that.
I'll give you the team, Kilmarnock team of Dennis, Mayo, Wright, Finlay, Nababda. I hope I pronounced that right. Armstrong, Donnelly, Polworth, Kennedy, Watkins, and Vassell. But they're going to go with their two white men, mate. They're here to play. And this we'll see what these highly paid, and I'll say that highly paid players we've got in our team can do.
Well, we'll see. If their form's to go with anything to go by, we'll see. We don't need to know. We don't need to guess. We know. If they pick the game up and take the game to Kilmarnock and really put the effort in, well, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Aye.
But they're
goals change games. Goals change games. Yeah.
Yeah. They're here to. Look, well, the sound of that team that you read out there, they seem to be, as you said, here to play football. And by the way, they're not too bad at playing football. Let's be honest about it. They can play a bit of football. I know that the pitch is a big advantage to them, but they can still play football, mate, and they've got some dangerous players. So it'll be an interesting one. I'll see how long Barisic lasts for. If Armstrong's giving him a hard time, let's see if we can get a grip of that guy, and let's see if we can get to dominate that side of the park for us. But I don't know if it's wishful thinking by my part, but let's hope he does.
Give the Rangers team again, and then we'll get the phone lines hold.
The game is the team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Balogun, Barisic, Lundstrom, Diomande, Cantwell, Sterling, Silver, and Dessers. The substitutes are McCory, Ridvan, Lawrence, Dowell, Wright, Roof, Davis, Raskin, and McCausland.
Let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
come and join us, give your thoughts. We know we're doing it the bare bones. It'd be good to get a good victory today for confidence for everybody, for the support, for the team. You never know, we could have some bodies back next week. I don't know how they would start right enough, but they could maybe influence the game. But McCausland, right, they're your two wide players to come on, mate. And young McCausland started very well for us. He's not been the same player since he had that injury. He's got a great touch, great movement, but he needs to, I don't know if confidence is the right word, but I'll use that word since he had it. It was an assault, Albert. It was a shocking tackle.
It was definitely a shocking tackle, but you need to show some guile and some backbone and get over it and say, that's not happening to me again. Take care of yourself on a football part, mate. So it's a learning curve for the boy. And say to yourself, right, you took a bad tackle there, which was a bad tackle, and now you're up and running again, so you need to get back into it. And to be fair to the boy, I said last week that he's no aggressive enough. He showed a bit of aggression against St Mirren there, which I was happy about. If you look at the game again, he clattered that. It was a bit dangerous right enough twice in Moraine box. He clattered the boy when he was going up for a header, so it's a challenge for me. And then he got his foot into a tackle in the box. Two dangerous situations, but he was there to do it. So, I mean, I'm happy with that. Now the other problem I've got with him now is he sells himself to it. See, he's doing the press, mate. He runs too late to the guy and sells himself, and they just walk away from him. And he's left stranded. He needs to be smarter. He needs to know when to do it, how to do it, what part he's closing down, how he's going to get the guy to struggle to pass the ball, or he's turning back towards his own goal. He needs to learn that, mate. If you're going to press, you need to press with your brains, not just run about willy-nilly and just say, look, I'm putting the effort in. But I call it silly running. If you're going to run silly, just don't bother running.
You're like Doug, mate.
Aye, exactly, mate. You're like Tab chasing butterflies and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Aye.
You've got to do it smart. You've got to look at your teammates and engage it properly. And don't sell yourself. The other one that I've got a problem, I've not just got a problem with McCausland on this one, but this boy's going to come good. I'm quite sure this boy will come good. And his career, I'm talking, he'll definitely come good. Is that he's no creating enough chances and he's no scoring enough goals. And that goes for Silver, Matondo. These players need to come to the party. They really need to start contributing. I know Matondo's not there, but Wright's. When we said about Wright or before with that boy, he's got something, the boy, but he never brings it to the party. He's always too timid. I said it about McCausland's too timid. So is Silver, so is Matondo, and so is Wright. These players need to wake up, mate. Honest to God, they really seriously need to wake up. They're professional football players, but they don't act and they don't play like professional football players at times. McCausland listens, you can see he's getting coached and you can see he's taken on board, because each time I see that boy, something else has changed with him. You're going to, he's learned, he's actually trying to think. But the other three, I don't see any change in them whatsoever, mate. It's just if you put them on the park and you get the same crap out of them every time. So they need to start creating and scoring goals. That's what you judge them on. I judge on Cantwell on the same. Create the chances for Big Dessers. Big Dessers gets criticised all the time, but he puts the ball in the net. At least he's contributing. At least he's doing something. All right, he never the best of games last week, but he scores the goal, it wins you the game. That's all I care about my centre forward.
Right.
Score the goals, it wins the game.
And breathe.
And rest. That's right. Me, I'm away home now.
Right.
See you next week.
I get your thing at the press. I know you're a fine ballroom dancer in your day, mate. And it is a bit like a waltz, and it's slow, quick, yeah.
Yep.
You've got to look, you've got to steady yourself, and then as a group you go together. Yeah.
Aye, definitely.
Yeah.
But see, you're getting to your own player. See, you all go together and you get to your player. Now, whoever players go, the player could have the ball. Don't sell yourself. Go in, but don't sell yourself. Make it difficult for him. He needs to do something. You're just running up and he's just knocking the ball. Any professional football player does it. They just knock the ball to the side, a wee pass to themselves and walk away from you. It's that easy. Don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let that happen. You've got to jockey them and just go, you can't pass it there. You can't. I'm blocking all the angles for you to pass. You've got to turn. You've got to turn and go towards your goal. That's what you're looking for. Or he panics. He panics and just tries to get rid of the ball anyway.
Just nick it.
Just nick it. That's it. That's it, mate. That's what you're after. But again, we just seem to think, I'm pressing. Look, I'm running up and down my job. No, you're no.
Slow, quick.
Yep, absolutely, mate. Think about it. Think about what you're doing at all times.
You know, if you go quick, you ain't lasting on it. You're not doing it for long.
You're not lasting, and the guy you're up against, bear in mind, he's a professional football player in the Scottish Premier League. He's just going to walk away for you. It's so easy. You don't even need to be a good player to do it. It's simple. And I've watched St Mirren players doing it time and time again, and I've watched every team we played doing it to his timing, because we think the chasing bit is the press. That's just not the case. They're doing it for a reason, and the reason is to get them to.
If that defender comes away with the ball, you failed.
Correct. Exactly right, mate. That's the best way of putting it. If he's actually got a pass forward or a pass to another player, you've failed. Now, if he gets to the other player and your mate's no closed hand down, he's failed. It's no you. You're doing your bit. You're not letting him get by you. You're not letting him pass by you.
You've got to do as a group. And we had periods in the season where we were very good. Very good. The wheels have come off as the confidence has come off, and the injuries have maybe kicked in. But my problem is with Young McCausland and Wright. They'll replace Silva and maybe Sterling. You know, and the idea is that you bring pace on after an hour, mate, but they've not shown enough.
No.
Diamande, looking for him to get involved in the Ibrox, influence the game, yeah. But he needs support for the midfield. He needs support.
He needs his mate. He needs his mate in there.
What I mean is, mate, that his mate has to be beside him, not 20 yards behind him, sitting between the centre halves.
Exactly, mate. That's your big problem. We're playing with a man doing it nearly every game now because he's away marking your centre halves. Oh, that's what the manager wants me to do. Why? What good's it doing to the team? What is it? What good are you doing? And then when he does get the ball back there, it's all that slows the play down immediately. And we're back to the turgid stuff again. You're like, all right, here we go again. Lundstrom's taking his time again. Taking his time to do a 5-yard straight pass, back the way normally as well, or to the side. You're saying, you don't need to take time to do that pass, mate. You can do that blindfolded. Anybody who's played football can play that pass. It's not that difficult. But it seems to be for him, it seems to be everybody get ready because I'm going to pass the ball. I just like him forward a bit and pressing the game and driving us up the park. That's what, in my mind, that's what he's supposed to be doing. I don't know about you, but that's what I see his position as. I don't get what he's trying to do. This will drop into behind or next to the centre half. And by the way, we've got to play that system. Why don't we just play 3 at the back? If you're going to keep pulling your central midfielder back into your back 3 or back 4?
My problem with 3 in the back, and that's sometimes when Lundstrom goes in there, that's when it looks as if you're dead. My problem with that also is always, if the ball's played behind the fullbacks and they're getting in chasing and turning, you can end up with 5 in the back and then you end up exposed in the midfield because you've not got the bodies. It's always been something I've had a problem with, but you need to get it right. And it's horses for courses. Anyway, talking about horses for courses, we've been joined by our good friend, Kilmarnock. Afternoon, Kilmarnock.
Good afternoon, lads.
Well, Kilmarnock, how are you, pal?
Aye, all right. Looking forward to the ball game, I suppose. But aye, aye. Let's kick on. No, I mean 1 o'clock kick off. Let's try to get out there and get some goals for the first few minutes and put them under pressure. Just want the 3 points when the final whistle blows. But you know what? To get some confidence in that team, we need to start scoring goals, don't we? And I know Dessus is 3-2, but the rest of the team need to start scoring around about them. Although our squad's not looking too good, the bench isn't looking too good. But it is what it is. We just need to work with the tools we've got and get out there, know what I mean?
I agree, mate. I agree. About the scoring goals. To score more goals, you have to make more chances, mate.
Aye, and that's really coming for to me, it's the midfield, know what I mean? Or I suppose to having that overlap him. But again, Borna needs to do something different, doesn't he? He's doing that wing, it's predictable. It's just all he's got is that left foot, swinging that in. Even cut inside or try something different, put it along the deck. he just puts it in, and sometimes it's nobody there. Dessers isn't the fastest. Although I don't know how fast Silver is, right enough. But we need more goals out with Dessers. And I think that's been the problem. I mean, as much as I think Dessers is still a bit of a donkey, but the contribution for the rest of the team for goals isn't good enough. But as I say, we need to work with what we've got, and 3 points is what matters today. But goals would be brilliant, but 3 points is an essential thing for myself.
You need to win the game, and you're right about getting goals. He's right about getting goals, Albert. It changes games, and if you're 1 up and you do get a second, teams are still on it, they'll still go. But if you can get that third goal, mate, at any level of football, bizarrely, it just saps energy out of teams, doesn't it?
Of course it does, mate. Of course it does. There isn't any road back. These teams they're trying their hearts out. I happened to watch a bit of the Arsenal and Bournemouth game, and we think it's only teams trying against us. You look at the A teams; they're all just charging about like mental, nothing to play for, just charging about. Well, this is what we've come up against in the running. We always knew this was coming. It's not like it's new or anything like that. But there you go. If you could put the chances away, as you're saying, that kills that. That just takes that right out of the team. But we struggle. It's McInnes. It's a McInnes team we're playing against. His tactics are always has been stay in at 80 minutes. If you're not playing well, stay in at 80 minutes. Then we'll have a go the last 10 minutes. Inherited by Clark and all the rest of them. They've all done it. We all know that's what happens. But can we put that ball in that net? It doesn't seem to be possible at times. It really is. It looks impossible. We make scoring look like an absolute impossible thing to do in football. At times, it really is. It's mental. The guy Silver is Kilmarnock. That guy, for example, Kilmarnock, he's say his price tag is 35 million. He did cost 35 million to Wolves, right? But he should be that type of player that, see this Kilmarnock team, it takes 2 and 3 to stop him, right? And that then creates space for other players in your team. That's what he should be doing. If he can't create and score, he should be pulling their players all over the place. But we're not getting enough out of him.
I think you're wrong there, mate. I think it takes 2 or 3 players to pick him up. But that's a different argument. Right, okay, so the positive is that Dessers has started scoring goals. We've criticised him at times this season. The big man's kept going, Kilmarnock, and hopefully if we give him the ball in the box today, supported by the rest of the team, he can maybe. I think he's only ever got a brace. Let's see if he can go one better. Yeah.
That'd be good. Just a few goals from the day. He just seems to take too long in the ball, doesn't he? A striker just shouldn't need to think about it, whether even look where the goal is. He just needs to have it in his head where the goal is without even actually facing in it, and just getting his. As soon as the ball's there from you, you put your laces for it. You don't need 2, 3, 4, 5 touches, which is just fix your feet and get a shot away. It's simple, you know what I mean? Any striker that is, to me, any good striker is on instinct. It's natural. To me, that's the difference between strikers and defenders and midfielders. Strikers are just natural, instinctual football players, and they know where the goal is. Whereas other football players need to think their pass. I think the pass might only take it, might be a split second as well, but their instinct, it's that microsecond, isn't it? That sharpness, and that's what you need that as a striker to outwit the defender. Know what I mean?
Just that touch. Don't always need to hit it hard, mate. Just that touch, that quarter of a yard, Albert.
Be fair to Dessers, and I know Kilmarnock has been fair, but to be fair to him, Kilmarnock is, see, without him, let's be honest, this season could have been done weeks and weeks ago without him being in this team. And that's how stupid this is, because you could have been out the cup easy. Because he scores the 2 goals that gets you into a cup final, and that keeps the season going right to the end now. And he scored the winning goal last week to keep the title race going. You're looking at him now and you're saying to yourself, I agree with you, mate, he's not the best. I agree with exactly what you said, everything you said there. Totally agree with it. We've got to give him credit. We have got to give him credit. He's not the one that's not turning up.
Are you sitting down, Albert?
I'm sitting down, mate. Aye.
Right, okay, here's one for you then. Dumother, I've just been sent this, so I don't know if it's true. It's from our own Port Bear. It says Dessers has the most one-touch finishes in the league.
I think he's been at partying for last night, isn't he? He's just grabbing random stats off the internet.
I think Port's been on the Port.
Aye.
Yeah, I like the stat of our Port Bear, so...
Aye.
It is, mate. It is. But you've got to give Dessers credit. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the boys. He's no the one that's no turned up. He has turned up. You know what I mean? Even if he's not playing well, he still puts the effort in. And I've no complaints about the guy's attitude. And I've definitely no get complaints about his goal scoring now because he's scoring the important goals. And that's what I was going on about. It's all right scoring 25 and 30 goals if you're scoring tap-ins and a 5-0 victory when you're scoring the 4th and 5th goal. But he's actually scoring the actual important goals that are winning you games and getting you to cup finals and getting you and keeping you in the league and getting you 3 points. So I've no complaints about the boy now. I've none whatsoever. I said before, if the boy started scoring the important goals, I would change my mind on him, and I've changed my mind on him for that simple fact. But is he the best striker I've ever seen? Nope. Is he ever going to be the best striker? Nope. Is he instinctive? Nope. There's all he knows are right in there. But I'm not going to blame him. And you look at the rest of the team and I go, if 5, 6, 7, maybe even 80s had the attitude that Dessers has got, we'd be a lot better off.
I just think he's scored these 20 goals, but see the ones he's missed. We could be sitting on easy street in this league, looking forward to a treble, really. You know what I mean? Just saying, winning a couple of games and we've got the league. Doesn't matter what happens there next week because he's misses. He's done the good things, but we can't forget the bad things. You know what I mean? I can't. You know what I mean?
No, I can't either, mate. I can't either. But at the end of the day, we're here and now. This is the here and now. We're playing Kilmarnock today to get 3 points to keep the league going. And we are shouting.
I hope he gets a hat-trick today, you know what I mean? Love it.
Yeah. I know you would. I know you would. Same as the rest is. But,
love it. Kevin Keegan, wasn't it?
Aye. Love it. Aye. But the rest of them need to come to the party and help Dessers score goals. They can't be just depend on one guy. It's got to be everybody, and it's the all in together carry on. But they should know that by now. They should. We don't need. Nobody should tell them on that. They all should know it.
I agree, but Butland and goal. Hopefully, he's a quiet game today. Hopefully, but what we usually do next week is we see if Jack's warmed up, we give him some work in the first minute. Don't mind.
That's just Tav's training, isn't it? He says, right, I'll lose a couple of balls just to get Jack on his toes.
It seems to work.
See Balogun and Suter, what positions do they play? Are they playing their natural sides or do they swap them a bit?
Oh, they're both right-sided, mate.
Are they? Both right-sided? Okay.
Aye, both right-sided.
And is he playing Balogun in the left or Suter on the left?
Well, the last 2 games that Balogun's been on the right, mate. Suter's stayed where he has been all season, mate.
I think that's time for a swap there, actually, to tell you the truth. Get Suter on his dominant side, I think. Because I think Balogun's a better defender, so can maybe adapt to go to the other side better than Suter. As much as he's been slotted in there to hang the Golson, hasn't he? Suter, because it's primarily Golson's position, but he's not there anymore, so I think it's time to swap the two a bit.
No, Golson, people have their thoughts about him, but we wish him well, all better. Unbelievable, just sums up the season, really, doesn't it?
Absolutely, mate. There's nothing, no surprise there. A lot of minute players were hit out with injuries and international duties and training. It's unbelievable. That's Ridvan and Big Seamer, Golson, Dowell. They've all been injuries either at training or away in silly friendlies or meaningless games. It's crazy, but that's our luck, mate. That's just the way it is with us.
That's the thing, isn't it, with confidence in players. If their confidence is dipped, they've not been playing well, they're dropped, they're in training, they don't go into tackles the way they should. And he's probably, again, he's not the confidence to go and fall into a tackle, and he's maybe put out it a wee bit, and that's how he's got the so-called injury, you know what I mean?
I want
he
to
has
know
been
the player.
poor, isn't he?
I want to know the player in training that was slow enough to let goals and catch him.
It was Hadji, wasn't it? Aye, but
Forget about Hadji. We'd have done with Hadji. I've had my issues with Hadji. He's like a pace, not a bit. He'd have been an asset in this team, mate. It makes things happen, whether you like him or dislike him, mate.
aye, he's not done well in Spain either, has he? So
No,
you should have just
he'll be back,
brought him back.
I don't think they'll be queuing up, you know. Yeah. But aye, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him in the summer. You know. But well, Albert, we've got to go. We'll go. We talked about the positives with Butland and goal. Dessler scored goals at number 9. Sterling's been somebody that the fans have took to, but I don't know if playing. I want him in the team, but I don't know if White's wide right in the forwards is the best position for him, or wide left, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it's no, mate. It's definitely not. He's no a winger. Let's not get away for that. He can do a lot of things, but he's no a winger. He'll try his hardest. He'll do his bit. He really will do his bit. Who knows if he's on the right? There is that you say he's Tavernier. You cover Tavernier because he's going to be galloping up that wing, hopefully, and score goals, hopefully, or create goals, hopefully. So is it just you cover him? I don't know, mate. I don't know. But he's we're saying Sterling's a midfield player. That's what we keep on saying. Me personally, I can see the merits of him in midfield, but he's definitely a right back, mate. There's no doubt about it. He's a right back. And I think if he ever gets to right back, he'll show you what he can do for that position. And I think we'll be pleasantly surprised. Because going forward, we need to rebuild that whole defence. There's no doubt about that, mate. It's got to be rebuilt.
The thing is, that looking at midfield just now, you know what I mean? The only person he's got to displace is Lundstrom in it. I think it's moved into that midfield just with Cantwell there and Diamondi. But I'd like to see if the game's gone all right and we're doing some subs. You can pull Lundstrom off, just move him back, and then start bringing wingers on, like Sir Wright and that's all. And McCausland, you know what I mean? It doesn't always need to be he's playing in midfield, so he stays in midfield. He's playing out in the wing, so he stays out in the wing for the whole game. It could be a case of, no, during the game, you're switching position. He's going to ask you get into midfield to cover his position. We're bringing McCausland on, or we're bringing Scott Wright on for width and pace.
I think he's got Sterling on the park, mate, because he's got a built-in sub to cover about 6 positions without making a sub.
Aye.
You know, instead of making 2 subs, he only has to make 1 as long as he's on the park. We'll go big Sterling. Let's hear from Dejan Sterling.
He's back at Ibrox for the first time in a while. How excited are you and the boys for this one?
Yeah, I think we just want to put a good count of ourselves out, play a good game, get the win, hopefully get a few goals as well to cut the goal difference.
What has the message from the manager been like in the lead up to this one?
Just trying to keep the group positive, just wants us to go out, play our football and just win the game.
How important is a fast start today to really get the crowd on side from the get-go?
Yeah, I think looking back at most of our games, when we do start quick and we score early, that's when we play really well and get the crowd right behind us. So hopefully today it goes to plan as well.
Yeah, and it also needs to be a day where you need to be switched on for 90 minutes because we know that Killie do have attacking threats themselves, don't they?
Yeah, obviously you've seen the games we played before. Obviously they beat us at the start of the season, but obviously the last 2 when we've won, they've had moments where they could have equalised, gone a goal up, or even won the game. So we need to stay switched on for 90 minutes.
And it goes without saying we're now at the stage of the season where just getting 3 points is what matters at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just trying to get the 3 points, just focusing on ourselves game by game as usual, and then just getting the job done.
Why don't 141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
I can't help but like the big one. He gives you everything he's got, and for me, the best football we played this season when he was in midfield. And he's so honest. I don't know if the other players always enamoured with him, but He just says it as it is. Albert.
Aye, refreshingly honest, isn't it, mate? It's he's just saying what we all see. But I like the boy and all. I think the boy's got a lot of talent. And I think he's a great attitude, absolutely fantastic attitude. Doesn't matter where you want to, where you ask him to play, he'll go and play it, and he'll get his all. Yeah, some positions he plays better than others, obviously, but you can't fault him for effort. That's one of the things you cannot fault him for. Lack of ability for being an outside right. Okay, he's not an outside right or an outside left, as you said, but he's still got there and give you a shift. Try it. I mean, that's down to us, isn't it? We need players. That's why we're doing this to this boy. We've got him playing everywhere. It's necessity. I know that. I know it's necessity, but it's no fair in his career, really, honestly. But he just wants to play, mate. He's had an illness and he's been out for a while. And I think he realises how short a career can be. So when they ask you to play in goals, you play in goals because if you want to play, you want to play. And that's the good thing about it. That's what Golson done as well. His heart thing. He came back for that and just wants to play games. This is what happens when your career nearly gets taken away from you. You actually see the other side of it. And a lot of these young players need to understand this. It can be taken away tomorrow for you. You just never know what's going to happen. So you should want to play every minute of every game that you can play. That's why I'd be battering into them. So I like Big Stirling myself, mate. I think he's got a lot to offer. I think he's got that.
Kilmarnock.
I think if you're a utility player, you know what I mean, you need to be well disciplined. Manager's saying that you need to play there and you need to play in that position. Might not be your natural position and you can't commute it. Just like Cantwell done early on a couple of months ago. He was like, no, I want you in this position today. He kept drifting. I think he kept drifting back into his midfield. And he was like, I don't know, you're getting subbed. You know what I mean? I spoke to him about it after saying, but that's a sign of a good player to me that he does what a manager tells him. Don't get me wrong, I still think that there's times for out the box thinking. You know what I mean? Take that quick free kick, that quick shy. If you think that there's a move on, it shouldn't always just be that regimented. Like Tav takes the corners, this man takes the free kick, or Tav takes the free kick. Sometimes you need that. But I think that invented that quick thinking. Sometimes the coaching takes that away from the players, I think. But as I say, the discipline's there, and he's told to do a job, and he does it. You know what I mean? And he does it well, and puts his heart into it. A great player, and it's good to hear him say, about goals. As much as we're rushing about 3 points, we need goals. They're 8 goals ahead. Let's not kid ourselves on here. We need at least 3 points, but we need at least 4 goals, I think, today. And then go there next week and get a win. And take it back to the Horns, you know what I mean?
Albert, see when you talked about McCausland earlier on and you talked about trying assets there, I know he's on the bench today, and I'm taking this with Kilmarnock's point about Tav taking the corners now. McCausland's not going to win many headers in the box, even though he goes for them. Yeah. And we've not seen him with rifle shots at the edge of the box, so at the moment he's not got that position. But see, if I was him, mate, I would be going out to that left-hand side after training, mate, and just practicing my corners, mate, so that it becomes an asset in my game and become the best at it. Yeah? So that you're getting that. It's that good. At that time, I remember we seen him against Benfica, when the way he hit them in, you're saying, what an asset. Get something and become the best at it and become some asset.
I mean, there's nothing to stop him doing that. There's nothing to stop any of the players doing that, actually. But I'm with you. Go and practice that. Because in the modern game especially, there's some teams will sign you just if you've got that attribute in your game. Because a lot of the teams down there practice and use it as their main weapon, as it were. But we don't seem to want to do that. I just don't understand. Even for the management point of view, and it's not just Clement, it's all of them. I don't get it. I just don't understand the fullbacks taking them the corner kicks. I know they're supposed to be the best crossers, Barisic and Tav, but I don't believe they are, to be honest with you. Really. For open play, maybe, but no for Tavernier for hitting the ball for a free kick, aye, but no a corner kick. And Barisic, no, I know the corner kicks. I don't get it. We don't score enough to prove that point. If we were one of the highest scorers of corner kicks in the league, or the highest, you would say, oh, fair enough, you can make an argument, but we're no. But again, I look at players and you say, Tavernier can head a ball, and Tavernier can hit a ball. What's it do to take the corner kick? Is he no better hanging about outside the box when the corner kick's taken? Barisic, I don't know why he's taking corner kicks anyway. I mean, he's no a good header of the ball, and he's no good at shooting, which is strange because he can whip in a nice cross, but he's no good at striking the ball like the open play. Weird. He's a weird player, Barisic at times. But Tavernier definitely. I just like to rumble it up. You look at Cantwell, he's no good at heading the ball. So why is he no taking corner kicks? Look at Lawrence and Dowell. They're no good at taking heading the ball. Why are they not taking corner kicks? Everybody can head the ball should be in my mind should be in the box. That's just old fashioned, I suppose. But
it's a simple game, mate.
It is, isn't it? It's supposed to be.
To me, some players just cannot handle that couple of seconds themselves taking that corner. You know what I mean? If you played any bit of football, people will shy away from a penalty. People shy away from a corner. It's weird, you know what I mean? If you're a football player, a professional anyway, you should be able to do everything in that field. Apart from the goalkeeping, you know what I mean? You should be able to take a penalty anytime, take a corner, maybe not the right side. You should be able to take shies, and that's why I think we should be getting in our game as well. Surely in that whole squad of players, if somebody can take a long throw, that's starting to be a tactic with some teams. You're down near the box and you've got a guy who'll take a long shy. It's just something we don't do. Sure, that is just a technique, isn't it? It's just easy. Pick the ball up, and throw the ball in. Anybody can do that. Practicing.
Well, sometimes when they throw in, they get caught up with possession and we throw it and puts people under trouble. When we played, the fullback would usually be the guy who could maybe sometimes throw it the furthest because they'd done it the most. And if it was not on, where did you put it, Albert?
Long. Up the park, anyway.
Down the line.
Down the line. We can't even do it down the line. I've watched the shies, like the Dallas saying, what was that and all? You see, there's no reason for corner kicks and shies to be crap at. There's just no reason for it, mate. Because it's easy things to practice, but we are. We don't seem to get any better about it.
If you come short to get a throw in at any level and you get it run about your throat, you're not doing a lot with the ball. At any level. And and that's what happens. And if you come short with somebody 30 yards for your goal and you get put under pressure, the other team have got a chance of scoring. 30 yards for your own goal, first and foremost, you're defending. That's just me, Kilmarnock.
Talk about defending. Hopefully, your Ridvan will get a run out of. They didn't get him.
We missed him, mate. Bizarrely, I never seen that coming. But he kicked on, and he was one of them when he was played that spell between January and Christmas, and when he was out injured, he was arguably our most consistent outfield player, mate.
Aye, he's definitely, and he's no shy, is he, for the wee guy. He's cut inside and make things happen, and that's what we've been missing him badly. So hopefully gets a good at least 30 minutes a day, at least. Then he's in there next week.
Maybe. Last word for your good self, Kilmarnock.
Just get 3 points, Rangers, and get some goals up. Get this goal difference halved the day at least, and onwards. That's it.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Always good to hear from you. Albert?
I always say Kilmarnock's right. It'd be nice if it could happen that way. But we need to get the victory. Of course we do. And if we can add goals, more please. But we need to wake up. They need to just change their attitude and wake up and get tore into this. Don't get down without a fight. That's what I'm saying. If you can't get the points, they don't get down without a fight. But I can see them winning. But I also see Kilmarnock scoring as well, because I don't think our defence is that good. But as long as we outscore them, mate, and want to get the 3 points, that's what counts, mate. Onward and upward.
Right, okay. Thanks to your good self, Albert, for doing the show. It's always great to hear from the one and only Kilmarnock. And thanks to Fox for doing the technicals. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle. Take it away, Foxy boy.
I sailed the wild Atlantic, across the broad Pacific shore. I sailed around the stormy capes and I've heard the 40s roar. I've climbed the Indian Ocean, I've back